We're pleased to release a very important transportation study this morning that I think everyone here will enjoy, but both from a standpoint of what is said about today, but also what is said about the future, which is also extremely critical. It's very appropriate for us to be here in Sugar House, adjacent to the new Sugar House streetcar line, a collaboration between UTA, Salt Lake City, and Salt Lake County and South Salt Lake. The look of development going on around us, again, just speaks volumes as to why we're here and the exciting news that continues to be part of Salt Lake and Utah's history. Salt Lake City Redevelopment Agency estimates that more than $400 million is being invested in just this local area of the community by private companies. Now let me say that again, over $400 million from private companies, stimulating this economy in advance of what is taking place on this new TRAX line. And there will be further announcements that will come about the continuation of transportation. That includes more than 1,000 residential units right here and over 2 million new square feet of space that is going to make a difference right here in Salt Lake City. South Salt Lake also is benefiting to the tune of many millions of dollars of development, all because of the fact that we are being proactive about what is taking place. Investing in transportation has paid off for us over the past decade, so much so that we have become the icon of this nation in how to do things right, under budget, ahead of schedule, and most importantly, before we just totally gridlock our community. It's not just the business community, it's literally Utah citizens. I remind you that just several years ago, the Utah citizens in Salt Lake and Utah County voted themselves a tax increase, a sales tax increase, to see if they could make a difference in what our economy was going to be doing and the infrastructure of the state of Utah. And because of that support now in Davis and Weber and across the entire state of Utah, other like-minded citizens have done the same thing. And we have been able to put our money to use in a very impactful way to drive an economy. If we had to now wait for federal support for any of these projects, we would be probably another 15 to 20 years out. I remind you that because of great funding from the legislature and believe me, Representative Appleton knows what this means, is because of the fact that they did what they did for us, we put into place the ability for us to be proactive instead of waiting for this and crippling the economy and crippling our ability to grow. We're taking advantage of it today, and that is very, very important to us. When they talked about the billions of dollars that we need, some 11.3 billion, is that what it was? You know, some people go, you've got to be kidding. How in the world will we ever do that? Well, just 7 years ago, we needed by 2020 an estimated $15.6 billion. And somehow we were able to get these projects done. And again, I thank the many people, the contractors are here, the leaders of communities that really stepped back and made tough decisions to move us forward. That's what moves the economy forward. Again, I appreciate all of you for being here today. There's lots of information. This plan that Dave held up to you today is absolutely the best transportation plan in America, being heralded across the country from multiple jurisdictions, multiple transportation entities coming together, and everywhere else I go in the country, they go, how do you do that? How are these people coming together? And that's just the Utah way. We come together to make a difference. And again, I compliment Wasatch Front, the leaderships across the board of these transportation entities across the state of Utah who have come together to make a difference, to look at what we need by 2040.